Somewhere in the wild reaches of our planet, there is a place that we want to be. To get there, we can journey to these incredible environments and find it, right where it has always been, inside each and every one of us. It is our wild side. The phrase ancient mariner takes on a different dimension when you think in terms of 40 or 50,000 years ago. That's when courageous souls faced treacherous seas and God knows what else to get here. Many, many centuries later, Europeans came, and they found an indigenous culture living in harmony with flora and fauna beyond their wildest imagination. Welcome to the wild side of Australia. Known the world over as a place of adventure, the subject of countless books and documentaries, Australia would seem almost over-explained, and yet it remains a mystery. The more we learn, the more mysterious it becomes. The top end of the Northern Territory, where the dry interior is replaced by lush tropical vegetation fed by dramatic seasonal rains, is a place of myths and legends. Some as ancient as 30,000 years or so, and some a bit more recent, like the mythical Crocodile Dundee and the legendary Steve Irwin. It's labeled the real Australia by many Australians who have never been here. No wonder another colloquial name for the Northern Territory is Never Never, a perfect name. I still don't know what it means, never go or never return. Thousands of square kilometers are threatened by changing sea levels in these wildlife-rich floodplains as higher salinity levels reach further and further into the marshes and billabongs. Introduced species have taken a toll on the indigenous wildlife. Somehow, intrinsic natural beauty and life thrive and draw admirers from around the world. Australia's Northern Territory is home to wallabies and water buffalo. It's home to avian inhabitants in numbers beyond belief. It is also home to snakes and crocodiles. South Pacific beaches here can be inviting, but enter the water at your own risk. This is the domain of the notorious salty, the Australian saltwater crocodile. The Northern Territory may never be considered tame, neither socially nor biologically. This is the place of the legendary beauty of Kakadu National Park. This is home to the original Australians, now being given back their sacred inheritance in an area known as Arnhem Land. Dedicated naturalists and entrepreneurs as well care deeply about this place as they find common ground and take a side, their wild side. Here in the remote top end of Australia, we find a city. In an atmosphere where cliches are replaced by far more interesting reality, Darwin is its own brand of civilization. Cosmopolitan by day and untamed by night, this intriguing multinational oasis is but a few miles from Aboriginal settlements, surrounded by a vast wilderness with people who walk to the beat of their own drum. An ancient rhythm, misaligned from Western understanding.
This is our airplane.
We are leaving Darwin in one of my all-time, by far favorite means of transportation, the bush plane. Flying over this mostly dry land, it's hard to imagine that in a few months' time, we would be flying over mostly water. The extreme flooding here is a natural event that the environmental balance has depended upon for thousands of years. The floodplains support a variety of life, freshwater floodplains encroached upon by rising oceans as distant glaciers surrender to rising temperatures. No matter how much I ask, he's not going to let me fly this thing. As we land on an airstrip not found on any travel guide, we begin our adventure in the remote and intimidating Northern Territory. You're a good pilot.
No worries. Anytime.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't let me get the controls when